Red bloody dust will not be the only terror that will rain down upon earth during the apocalypse. Along with the fire and the blood, John saw hail. The plague of hail will be sent to destroy the crops of the world. We've identified the hail of the apocalypse and the Exodus as bolides and meteorites falling from Mars to Earth. In that video, we concentrated on the terrifying noise that the falling stones will make. During the Exodus, the din was so overwhelming that it frightened the Egyptians more than the stones themselves. Though the noise of the falling stones was terrifying and will be during the apocalypse, the stones themselves deserve some credit, as they will be the cause of great destruction and anger amongst those who are their victims. The plague of hailstones will last 5 months. Men shall seek death due to the plague, but shall not find it. John said that the hailstones weighed about a talent each. These were very large stones, as the heavy common talent used in the New Testament times weighed approximately 130 pounds. It is no surprise, then, that stones such as these would be capable, along with the falling dust and gravel, of destroying modern ships. Man will try to save himself from the falling rock by hiding in caves and clefts of rock. They will try to find anything or any place that will serve as a protective shelter. In seeking out the protection of caves, holes, and clefts, future man will be repeating the actions of his ancestors, who also sought refuge from falling rocks. Of course, caves and clefts are not to be found everywhere. In these cases, ancient man built their own shelters. They're called dolmens. Mainstream scholars believe dolmens to be tombs. Yet the truth is, no one knows what dolmens are and why they were built. There's a better explanation for dolmens. They are ancient bomb shelters built to protect from the rock that fell from heaven. David Talbot explains.
This prehistoric evidence directs our attention to the human response in the very midst of a deadly threat. In other words, contemporaneous with earth-threatening catastrophe. Here we're not dealing just with a compulsion to reenact celestial dramas, but something more immediate and more urgent. Refuge. Human beings either seeking shelter from anticipated catastrophe or desperate to find refuge from catastrophe already underway. Seen from this more radical perspective, today's common picture of a prehistoric world takes on nuances that archaeologists appear to have missed. Critical lines of evidence converge to suggest a human retreat into caves, or alternately to find refuge in crudely constructed stone enclosures or earthen mounds as defenses against rock and celestial debris falling from the sky.
Talbot is supported in his premise by ancient tradition. On the plateau of the Atlas Mountains in North Africa, over 1,000 dolmens have been discovered. Local tradition states that the dolmens were built by a wicked people to protect themselves from stones raining from heaven.